Alright, so I'm doing a video about my experience replacing this lift pump on my '03 Cummins 5.9. This is an old one, obviously. You can see the tab is broken, and I'll explain that in a second. The new one's already in. It fixed the problem completely. I got it off Amazon. It was $50. Literally $50, and I was surprised with how good quality it was. I was expecting, I'm sure it's made in China, but I was expecting worse quality. It even came with a stainless steel end on the end of the fuel line instead of this OEM plastic crap. It came with this. So, and it's got these little metal clamps, which, it works out great. I mean, it started the truck, no problem. It went from cranking, no start, or maybe once in a while a hard start after cranking a long time, to firing right up. So, for $50, I'm super happy with it. Super happy with it. The alternative, I was looking at the Delphis, and it was like $250. And then I watched a YouTube video about one guy. He bought a Delphi for the same year truck, and he put it in, and it didn't work, and he took it out, tested it, put it up to 12-volt battery power, and it didn't turn over. So I'm like, I'm not going to spend that kind of money for something that could not work. I'll just buy the cheap one off Amazon, and if it works, it works. If it don't. I tested it before I put it in, but like I said, I was super surprised with the quality of it. On the bottom, it's got another little metal clamp. It's exactly like the OEM one, except for the return side that goes to the fuel line, and the connection, everything. And when I was taking the old one out, the bolts were a little crusty, and this back one, see, because that was in the back corner, that was the hardest one to get. I couldn't really get to it, so I took the 3 out that were easier, and I broke the last tab of the one, and then I got it out afterwards. After this thing was out of the way, it was easier to see and see what was going on, because like you can see how crusty and rusty it was in there. But yeah, it worked out perfectly. I'll put the link down below in the description for, I think it was a V-Fix on Amazon. It was like $49.99. Exactly like the OEM one, except for the return of the fuel line part. But like I said, I think that's better than the plastic crap. That's the OEM, so I think it's even a little better than the OEM. But I'll show you, it fires right up now. So it went from a non-running truck to a running truck. And I know there's a lot of problems with these, so I'm surprised that my OEM one lasted 180K. But yeah, I would recommend saving the money, not buying a $200-300 one, because my logic was to I plan on getting the fast fuel system that goes on the frame and the rear anyway, so I got a budget for that. And I didn't want to spend $200-300 on something that would be kind of phased out anyway, because when I buy the $500 whatever fast fuel system, which filters the fuel to lower micron and gets all the water out better than the stock system, the stock lift pump doesn't really work anymore, I guess. So yeah, that's my story, and I'll put the link down below. I had good luck with it for a temporary fix. I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I recommend the fast fuel system. That's way better than the stock system, but this works for now, and I'm happy with it. And it got my truck running, back operational. So it wasn't too bad a quality either. All right.